right, there we go. Welcome KML Nation. Dubbing for all the followers. So today with us we have Mr. Puff. Say hello, Mr. Puff.
We're going. Think you need like.
And then we have Shigs. But Vystral
hello
for the first 10 minutes, apparently. Alright, so now that the stream has started, let's get rolling. Alright, so let's start with the French Burgundian War. So Vystral, you there?
Yeah.
How did it go?
It went shit.
Why? Oh shit.
Well, it's the French. They're too strong.
Alright, so France has how many loans? Let's see, they have one.
Well, I see they've managed to complete quality ideas and have alarm now.
Yeah, they have a lot of loans,
They have the best.
actually. They
have the best army in the world. Without
13 loans and a debt of 4K.
They're running nearly 5.5 morale already. Noble Republic, Defender of the Faith, Golden Era, Alan, and the advisor as well.
Their total income is still 50, even though they have a Noble Republic disaster or aristocratic coup.
Well, they are receiving 14 in subsidies.
From whom?
England.
Yes, let's find out.
Oh, that's the key to the.
From
the
England.
They lost that, they'd be running minus 30 income a turn, a month even.
Yeah, he has -1 stability as well. Alright, let's see.
France's position isn't that good, actually.
Yeah. England as well has a lot of issues, actually. All of the money he's getting... Oh, he has 20 war exhaustion. Jesus Christ.
Those Norwegian separatists are about to break out, yeah.
They are?
Independence for Norway.
Well, it's not that far away, but those three are going to pop
20
out.
war exhaustion. Holy guacamole.
He's managed to get rid of dominance of the clergy, but now he's about to go in War of the Roses.
Yeah, so basically England will probably die.
Yeah, he's got War of the Roses, and unless he has an heir really quick, he's not going to be able to get out of it, yeah?
Yeah, I think
it's all RNG War of the Roses.
Yeah, and his army will be trapped in Europe, whereas Great Britain, which isn't a part of Europe apparently, will probably get sieged from all the rebels as well.
But he's got 31k peasants here. Yeah. I'm not seeing him moving over there trying to take it back, because I can see England's full army here. It's what's that, 12k?
14.
14k, yeah. He's got Scotland attached, so it's slightly better.
Yeah, but he's at a pretty bad position.
England's not doing well, France isn't doing well.
And
so who else is on their side?
All that for what? He gave France everything he wanted and they're still losing.
Who else is with them, huh?
That's servitude for you.
Livonia. Switzerland?
And then
Switzerland? Yeah, Switzerland. Okay.
Then we have Austria, apparently. Austria is getting 3 ducats per month, no manpower, but he's actually doing pretty good. Let's see, he has 7 war exhaustion, could have been worse. And then, is he up to his force limit? No, he probably got stack wiped, I think.
No, it's just no manpower, so he's consolidating his
I see. Has 26k. He has like 4.4 morale, which actually isn't bad. But compared to France, this is nothing.
Look at those generals.
Yeah, that's 6.
Some pretty beefy generals around here, but when we get over to Asia, then we'll see some real generals, yeah?
Yeah, let's wait for that. And then you have Brandenburg that has 2.6 morale because he has no land maintenance, apparently.
Yeah, Brandenburg didn't fucking join yet.
Oh, he has.
Brandenburg didn't join.
He went into. Then he was like, "No, I can't join. I won't join. I will join later." And then Teutons popped out of Poland, and then he was like, "Well, I can attack this AI though." So that's.
Well, if you can get Teutons as Brandenburg, that means you can form Prussia.
Yeah, but he already could.
Great.
He already had the Königsberg memory.
Yeah, but why would you not want to go and take the full, not only the full state, but your culture, like your religion, land?
Well, the thing is that everyone around him is his friend, right? And the allies that he's...
Well, Poland is not exactly friendly towards him.
Nah, Poland is dead. I think the player left.
Well, they have the actual Poland player has never played. They've been a sub both sessions.
I see. In any case, you know, it's there are a lot of friends that rely on Brandon.
He's got to keep on He's got to keep on the friendly side of Heresy, to be honest, because Heresy's getting fucking huge over here.
Yeah, but I think they have been helping each other out all session.
They have been, but
but it is an interesting question whether Brandenburg help out the HRE and push the pendulum towards Paris again, because Paris was already sacked once. We got pushed back heavily.
Yeah, I saw that, and then they got the golden era, and then basically all of you just went back immediately.
Yeah, France's look at France's quality. It's fucking it's obscene. It's crazy. If you go
my mic volume is too low, so can you turn me down in Zeus? Can you turn me down in Discord?
Yeah, I can once the game unfreezes apparently.
The next
best, go to Discord and turn me down.
The next highest morale in the game that is a player is Burgundy, which is 4.49, and France is 5.39.
I think Usaji's event has expired now, but earlier they had more than that.
Yeah,
they're running like 4.6 or something.
The only reason
they got the full Alan event, so they're sitting there with plus 15%. Right?
Yeah, it's France is fucking monstrous right now. But also, like, just by the virtue of the fact that they've been able to hold it against the combined forces of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 nations.
There's one thing you can see about France, right? Click the build temple button. There's only one province they can build it in, and it's a shit province to build it in. Yeah. So all the provinces apart from that one have got a temple.
Well,
yeah,
they had much time to build up, I guess.
Yeah, all the good ones, all the workshops. Now, admittedly, they have got construction costs in their ideas.
I have built one building the entire game. One building.
I have actually 3 or 4, I think.
Same, around 4 buildings.
Like
since you guys are running a fair few less than me then, but yeah.
Since the first 5 years, I've been in debt. Ever since.
Oh shit! Yeah, and the Italians.
Fucking hell, Shigs! Shigs, build buildings right now.
Florence has 20 war exhaustion, but he keeps.
I built a temple in the Asturias is plus 0.26 Shigs.
Yes.
Fucking Asturias.
I really got some issues with money right now. I'm trying to conquer the new world, so I get those juicy gold shipments. And yeah.
Punch it out of the natives. Punch out those natives.
Well, I will fuck them up. Those little niggas.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so going towards the Italians. Florence has 20 war exhaustion. Sardinian separatists, apparently. But they still have like 462 ducats, which is a lot. And same
They're super rich, yeah. Their average dev is, and they've been deving as well. But either way, it's through the roof.
Same with the Pope as well. He has so much fucking reserves, and he still gains 9 ducats per month. And
Florence is colonizing too.
Uncontested, so they can just fight the war while their land is safe.
Florence colonizing sounds quite familiar.
Yeah,
do you remember the other Florence that went colonizing?
I don't know, it stimulates my neurons right now that I heard of it. And once the fucking game unfreezes, I can actually continue showing to you.
Who's playing Florence?
Florence is played by Rethal.
Alright, I'll send a message to make sure they don't get caught by the FBI.
Yeah. So you have Jesse. No, okay, the game unfroze. Thank fuck. Okay, so Jesse has 389 ducats, gets 9 ducats per month, is 1 troop over the limit. And
I think Jesse's actually doing really well right now.
Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good with all the has advisors, something.
I would say, given how many provinces he has in Venice Node, his actual trade there is shit.
Yeah, but thing is, probably Venice is getting all of the money and is distributing it like among the members.
Yeah, but Paper States is still collecting there, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they've got minus 50% trade power, so they've just got none. If they made that their main node, they'd get a lot more, but then they lose some in Genoa, so it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, and Venice actually has Ferrara, Venice itself, And I think it got Milan for a bit, but I think it wanted to have it, but apparently because Burning is a player, he cannot...
yeah, they have to give it back. They don't know the protection.
Well, Milan is the big...
protection, apparently, and rules, apparently Aragon, after it lost the war, sold all of its land to its allies. And that was a huge fucking... Like you see...
I did see... Yeah, there was quite a bit of autismo in the chat about...
Yeah, that was actually really fucking bad. Especially that SCSF that actually accepted it, although it was a blatant exploit. Alright, continuing...
Well, strictly speaking, if you go read the rules, I don't think anywhere it says you're not allowed to sell land, yeah?
Yeah, it says, I think it falls under nation ruining. Like, ever since Section sold all of his land to all his allies, I think we banned that. I think that was like...
Man, look at this Hungarian.
I think this is a rule that's not written down. It might be worth...
Yeah, probably.
Worth
And then
looking
you
at.
have Hungary that has a lot of loans. He has like 1,000 debt, I think.
Selling provinces is fine, but don't do it to ruin your country. If the last thing you do in your country was give away provinces and releasing vessels... Yeah, okay, it is in the rules. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's a pretty bad exploit. I think actually someone posted the rule itself, like during the chat. And then Aragon said I couldn't even defend myself and then just left. It was pretty sad overall.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, taking North Africa as Aragon is always a sort of hard thing to do. I mean, even in single player, it just makes it awkward. Yeah. Because you have to have your army in loads of places and you've got to balance having Castile up your ass as well.
Exactly.
Oh yes,
Now-
Castile up your ass. Get some guys, spam it in chat.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can see who owns all of the old Aragon land in Spain, yeah? No, she hasn't formed Spain yet.
I've been having Castile up my ass all game long, and I'm feeling actually pretty good.
Why can't you form Spain? Oh, you need admin tech 10 for Spain?
Yeah.
Huh, don't know.
We're like best buddies right now. But not like the best of the best, because we still shit talk each other, but it's pretty good. Okay, so then you have Russia that has 54 force limit, so a bit more than Hungary. And then he has a 363 ruler, which is pretty good nonetheless. And what else does he have? He's up to tech except for Diplotech, which is for pussies, according to Heresy himself.
Zeus, go check what Nivea said in the chat, yeah, about setting what game it is on Twitch. So then we can get that sick EU4 audience.
I am completely honest, this Muscovy is completely terrifying.
Yeah, he has 700 development. It's fucking huge. Look at this.
700, yeah, he's the strongest nation dev-wise. If I look at that force limit, it's 54 is pretty.
The meme master himself, Thinswill, then formed the Sassanids. And look at
Heresy's got some pretty monster generals, but it's all in maneuver. You're running a 6-maneuver general here.
Yeah.
Wow, look at those generals.
Pretty good in Russia, to be honest. You sort of need it.
They're fucking insane. Like, the East is way stronger than the West at the moment. So, like, if the Ottomans, the Sassanids, and the Mamluks that were supposedly allied attacked the West, we were probably all be fucked. In my humble opinion.
Well, I noticed that Hungary is allied with the Ottomans right now. And
yeah, thing is, I didn't understand. Like, the Timurids and all of India declared war on QQ and the Mamluks.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And the Ottomans, instead of actually taking this chance and finally becoming great, they sent all their troops towards Morocco to help them against Castile, which doesn't make sense. And like, and adding insult to injury, they lost with like a bigger army, twice the army of Shigs at Tangiers.
Is this finally what we've always wanted? The tall Ottomans?
Yes.
Well,
they barely expanded out of their start, yeah.
Seriously, if you play Ottomans and defend Morocco, you should be shot in the back of your head. You're seriously stupid. Everyone who did this shouldn't play EU4 anymore.
So yeah, I'm thinking tall Ottomans, yeah, that go and fight in Morocco. I feel I'm having flashbacks or something here.
Yeah. Seriously, this is so stupid. Nobody should ever do that.
Maybe she was bored. I don't know.
We're going to talk about, I was bored, so I did X later on today, yeah.
In my opinion, we should add to the rules that no women should play the game because they're inferior to men. And we support the patriarchy.
The patriarch.
Firm supporters of patriarchy, yeah. It's worth thinking about, I guess.
Unless
By the
they
way-
pay tribute to us by posting their breasts. We cannot say bad words here. This is.
By the way, guys, Ottomans didn't attack with Janissaries. She didn't have Janissaries at all.
Well, I will say one thing. 56k, fully up to force limit. That's the same force limit that Muscovy has, yeah? Tech 8 isn't... Yeah, it's pretty decent.
How does she have a Janissary?
No, she doesn't have Janissaries.
How doesn't she?
Because
No Janissaries in the army, I don't think. Unless these little stacks... Oh, she's just started recruiting Janissaries now.
Yeah, she probably realized she fucked up big time because she couldn't even win with like a bigger advantage to Shigs. So yeah.
If I were to guess, this is someone... Oh, I remember them saying it before, right? They don't have any of the DLC. They said it in the chat. So I bet they didn't even know they could get Janissaries.
Oh, this is next level plays right here. The nation picks were probably pretty good. They added Ottomans, which is probably the worst Ottomans we have ever had, except for me that went for Byzantium.
Have you set the stream to adult? Because we're talking a lot of shit.
I don't know how to do that.
Like, I will say, right,
Maybe next
the
time.
Ottomans haven't expanded very much, right? In fact, they've barely expanded from their start. They've just Turkish miners, a bit of Crimea. Yeah, they've done this, yeah.
Yeah, and once...
They're still a seriously powerful nation right now.
Well,
they lost to Shigs, dude. They had like
Yeah.
62k and attacked to 31k of Shigs, and they lost all of the battles, I think, except like...
Well, being honest here, if Ottomans decide to like kill Hungary, there won't be any resistance, considering just the economic situation of both.
Yeah, Ottos are super rich. They've got nearly 60k. They could easily go over force limit and get it. They've got a massive income. They're second on the Great Power list. They haven't done much, but if they started doing much, I think there'd be a lot of people rather concerned. You need to build a fort in the middle of their country, though.
Yes, but if you check the quality, it's actually probably one of the poorest ones. She has 3.7 morale, and I mean... that's
Morale's
like,
pretty shit, but Ottos always rely early game. They've got one thing no one else has, yeah?
like,
They've
she
got
has
the
same
early
morale
game
as me,
unit
and I'm fighting
types.
Portugal.
But she drilled really well.
Otto's Tech 9, yeah? Otto's Tech 9, they get Janissary infantry. And from there on, you know, they dominate until mid-game with their troop types.
Yeah, but does she know that? Like, you're probably telling her new strategy. I don't think she actually knew that.
Well, that's possible, right? I think a lot of our new players aren't super experienced, and they're not on that sort of meta game. We'll get to that when I get to China.
Yeah, I can imagine her, like, while playing, she minimizes Europa Universalis and just, like, looks at cat pictures and shit like that. And how to pull...
Well, why don't you just, like, have a... Like, back in the Wild Age, you'd open up a little window with Peggle. Just open up a little window with a slideshow of cat pictures in the top... Instead of the outlier. Who needs the outlier? Yeah, just put some cat pictures there.
Exactly. Right, and then let's go towards India. Apparently...
Well, can we talk about... Can we talk about,
China? Yeah.
Sassanids real quick?
Yeah, you should talk about China. I mean, you were there.
Let's talk about the Sassanids. What the fuck is going on here? What is this? 1 minute, all I'm seeing is Karaki Yunlu getting ganked by half the world, yeah? Fucking all of Timmy's, all of India's going for them. And the next thing I look, I hear Sassanids has been formed and we're getting big. So what happened in this war, guys? Do any of you know?
Okay, so the Timurids declared with India on their side a war against the Mamluks and QQ, right? And the Ottomans actually joined the Timurid side, but after like a few skirmishes, I suppose, she white-pieced. And then, although they were currently winning, like the QQ and Mamluks actually turned all of it around. I don't know if they got help from Ethiopia or something, but they actually managed to pull it off. And now you have this. You have this.
Yeah, I thought that's true. I thought I saw QQ declare on the Timurids. Right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure though. I can't. Look, I was busy invading Japan at the time, so we'll get to that.
Yeah, I was busy killing African Americans and not totally the N-word. because
It's-
we're not
it's
supposed
called-
to say that.
Well, are they?
It's called Basketball American.
Did you just say Africans? Because they are in Africa. Because I noticed you've taken out all of like Mali.
Oh yeah, that's actually where all of the gold is at. Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, we're slowly colonizing around, aren't we, Zeus? We're slowly colonizing.
No, actually, I'm pretty weak. Please do not. I do not.
Well,
need
no. I mean, I see us getting towards Cape. Yeah, getting towards Cape.
Yeah.
Clashing butting heads with old Yemen over here.
I don't know. Like, why?
We'll
would
be
I
clashing
join
head with
this
Yemen, won't we?
province? Maybe I need to Cape Town, but oh no, what's this? Yemen wants a part of Cape Town as well.
Interesting, Zeus. Interesting.
Yes. I really want other people in Cape Town. Totally. This is something that has my consent. I will totally not go to war over the Cape Town itself, like the province. I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll talk to Peja, and he can talk to me with his AI voice. Alright, let's go towards China now. Which, yeah, my game freezes.
Have you got Terra Incognita on still?
Sorry?
Have you got the Terra Incognita on?
I don't know how to turn it off, actually.
Hit the little tilde button in the top right, top left.
Top left.
Yeah, so it opens the command menu, yeah? The top left on your keyboard.
Yeah, the command thing, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, and then type TI.
Alright, let's wait for the game to unfreeze, apparently. Yeah, this is really bad, but it's not my fault. It's the game's fault. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa,
You need the
dude,
tags
this
so
is
you can.
technology at its
Yeah.
finest.
If you need the tags, then I'd go. It's debug _ mode, and then you can see all the nations' tags.
I don't think the stream has a title.
How do I put titles, dude? I don't know how it works.
Let me check.
This is quality streaming, by the way. Probably the finest quality of streaming.
This is all my years of experience of doing safe fixes have taught me all of this.
Exactly.
So now, Zeus, what you need to do. Okay, so you see Florence has asked for safe fixes for Tunis. Okay. So what you do is you type integrate ALG to integrate Algiers. That's the start. And then you just integrate Morocco as well, just in case there's a problem.
Exactly. And I can do integrate Wu as well, I think.
Oh, yeah.
To Portugal, though.
Have you not got the game paused, Zeus?
No, it's frozen, actually.
That is in, like, paused in-game.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Something's wrong with the mod, probably. I'm going to delete, like, after this, all the mod files and the save games and shit like that. And then I will probably
Are you
kill
not
myself.
able to press the pause button? Is it like playing?
Yes, it is. No, look, it's
Okay.
unironically frozen. Yeah, I told you this is quality streaming right here. Let me see. Now, like every time you see Zeus freezing, it's basically going all okay, and then in like 5 minutes it freezes, and then yes.
3 days. All right, 3 days
Okay,
is.
yep, there we go.
If there's a difference between what I'm seeing, Pedro, and what Zeus is seeing, then I'll go with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, so can you tell us what happened against Japan? Because all I see now is a Chinese Japan.
Yeah, well, that's me having a fun time over in Japan.
Okay, so what happened?
So, at the start of the session, you had Shimazu, who occupied pretty much all of what I've got, and then player Usagi, yeah.
Yeah, that's spotter, man.
So Shimazu was running something like -3 stab, like corruption loans, peasants war, yeah, about as bad as it could get, because of how he had to fight Rabuzi, yeah.
Oh,
it just ruined his nation for it. And so I thought, he kept asking for an alliance and for me to come and kill his rebels and give him money. And I thought, well, I might as well just invade you instead, really. So I invaded him.
Yeah, that would take most of his problems away regarding economy. So.
Yeah, exactly right. So I just took all the land like that. Well, I took all of Kyushu, see the island in the west? Yeah, with my little vassal on it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So now you have only Usagi to kill, and you're...
Yeah, so I fought Usagi. So if you tag into Usagi...
Yeah, when the game unfreezes.
I'll tag into
yeah,
Yusuke
froze.
here. Yeah.
Oh, this is. Oh, he has. Holy shit! Why?
So look at that Usuki general for me real quick.
Yes, one either freezes. Let's
Well, it's a solid 6-5-4-3. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So during the war, what happened is he had these pretty good generals, and he started rolling those mercs. It was quite a difficult war, if I'll be honest. Yeah. If I didn't outnumber him 2-1, I'd probably have lost.
Yeah, I see.
Look at. So it was a good. Yes. It was a good war between us. It was a good war. And then the Koreans decided to attack him in the north. So if you can see here, there's two provinces that Usugi is coring. After Korea attacked them? What could possibly have happened?
Yes, this is really bad. No, but look at the fucking generals. 5-4-4-3. Yeah, except from the side.
Yeah, Usugi's running, 95. He was running 100 earlier. He had an event, so it dropped. Yeah. Now, obviously, his economy is completely in the shit. If you take a look at his truces,
yeah, I saw
that. One with me's got 9 years left. Is he going to get rid of all those loans and corruption and everything in 9 years? We'll see.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, but your general's actually pretty shit. 3-0-4-1.
Yeah, all I need is the 4. All I need is the 4. My king had like 3 shock or something, and at the time, he was okay. So we managed to win the war.
Yeah.
But Korea, so the guys who attacked Usugi were Korea, Qing, and Han, yeah?
Yeah.
So all 3 of them landed, all 3 of them started to siege down Usugi's capital. Well, no, Korea started to siege down Usugi's capital, and they got stack wiped with his full army.
Oh, Jesus.
And so then Korea, Qing, and Han all put their armies on Hokkaido, where the Ainu live, and couldn't get across because they would have to use the straight crossing into mountains.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is how the Italians got stack wiped, actually.
Yeah, so they were asking for help and trying to work out what they needed to do. And I'm just sitting there saying, guys, what are you doing? You're being absolutely awful. Well, they just need to go and land in my territory and walk up. They just wouldn't do it. They just sat there in Shiba getting killed. Or getting killed, taking attrition, taking war exhaustion.
Yeah, this is pretty weird. And
if I tag over to Korea now,
he has 40 corruption, 10 inflation, but at least he has a decent army, decentish. Has like 30k troops. He could.
Yeah, but then check. Oh, Qing's got up to tech 6 now, Mil. That's not. It's not
did
good.
Qing play against actual players or just against AI?
No,
Qing, right at the start of the game, Korea and Qing had a war. Korea took nothing, and I was left Qing for the rest of the game, so I really don't know what's going on between those two.
Maybe like they exchanged phone numbers and decided to like.
What about Korea? Show us Korea.
Well, Korea is colonizing, but his idea of colonizing at the moment is he colonizes the provinces in the Philippines and then sells them to Brunei.
Yeah, I can see Brunei, Visaya.
Look at the tech map nation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you notice that Shu got the fucking bronze cannons event? Yeah.
Oh, they did. Yeah, this actually.
He was running. He was getting 70% ahead of time. Miltech.
Wait, how do I go back to observer mode? Hello.
Just tag about. Yeah, so the tech map mode, obviously some of them are really good. Some of us are starting to fall behind a little bit, like my admin tech's a bit shit. I've been blobbing too hard.
Yeah, apparently the most like advanced nation is Delhi, and then you have Florence.
Yeah, it's Delhi, I think Florence, Milan, and England are tied after that. But yeah, Delhi's number 1 with 888.
Yeah, no, Florence and Delhi have the same technology, basically.
Korea's doing well. They're on 778. That's ahead of me, because I still haven't got Renaissance.
Once I get my C fixes, I'll be up with Shigs. Like,
yeah. In Korea, cost me... Well, not Korea. Renaissance cost me like 700 ducats to take or something ridiculous.
It took me 300.
I've got the most dev in sort of Asia region, apart from Delhi has one more dev than me.
Oh, I see. So Delhi is actually one of the big players in India.
Delhi's the winner of India, yeah. All these other ones, Bengal is growing, but they just haven't got what they need to fight Delhi. Delhi's got these god tier ideas now.
Yeah, and he's about to actually steamroll. He can
he's fifth in economy as well.
Delhi's got everything. They've got a monster economy. They've got a monster army. Over in China, yeah, my army's like a lot bigger than Shu's. It's a lot bigger than Han's, Sao, etc. But I don't have the same monster economy that Delhi does. I don't have the same like supremacy that he has over someone like Bahmani's. Yeah.
No.
Question is, should we expect a Chinese Indian war?
Well, you see Bengal and Shu have got a border, but you can also see that Shu's allied with Bengal.
Well, I can see Dali died pretty badly, actually.
Yeah, Dali wasn't a player, and so and he didn't say he wasn't coming today.
Oh, I see. So he wasn't.
So what happened is you get to the halfway point of the game, and then Dali gets declared on by Shu, Daivia, Bengal. He goes everyone. He's got massively ganked.
Yeah, I see. That was actually pretty bad. And holy shit, look at all this. Yeah, I think actually Delhi has a lot of issues with his economy.
So for player deaths, I mean, Dali hasn't got a nation to come back to. Sao.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Delhi I think is a wreck. Look at this. Minus 15 ducats per month.
Delhi is the highest tech in
the world. Yes, but
Delhi's a
superpower. Look at his economy. It's worse than mine, and mine will recover his wounds.
Delhi?
Yes, Delhi.
Yes.
Delhi's got quite a lot of loans, but you're forgetting that they are one of the strongest nations in the region, yeah?
That doesn't matter if your army
really weakened, someone else can attack him, actually.
Well, Timrit
is so high because he's reinforcing right now, yeah?
Do you think the Bengal Delhi will be together forever at this point, right?
I don't know, really. I mean, Karaham's got a lot in the south to take, but he's still got the Timmies on the border, yeah?
Yeah,
that's
we should also expect Delhi to ally Yemen, since his boyfriend is there.
So Delhi's already allied with Yemen, Zeus.
Okay, so that makes sense then. Alright, I'm already pretty behind. Oh, and he's actually sieging Vijayanagar. Look at this.
Yeah, they attacked Vijay.
With Bahmanis, apparently.
Are they all 4 still players?
Well, Bahmanis and Vij didn't show up this session.
Oh, okay.
So the only players in India were Delhi and Bengal.
That's classic. That's like classic India right there.
Yeah, but Bahmanis will come back though, so that's better.
Did they say that they will not go? Or
I think Bahmani's got proper protection, but I think Vij just didn't say they were not going to show up, so they had the same as Dali.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, but AI Bahman is actually winning against AI Vijay.
Yemen is doing pretty good.
Yeah. Bahman actually has a bit poor quality.
Is Timrit
pretty good income nonetheless? Could have been.
Is Timrit sticking it out, or is he done?
Alright, now let's check army quality. I think that would be.
Oh, Timmy's doing loans. They've got a few loans, less than Delhi though.
He's only allied to Bahmanis and Ottoman. Both are basically AI at this point.
They've proven themselves to be less than reliable.
But they're still rich.
I mean, Chagatai, yeah, that's the real. This Bahmanis is an AI. Ottos, well, they weren't very reliable last time, it seems.
But look at how Sassanids have complete control over the trade. Jesus.
Yeah, the Sassanids.
Yeah, Persianode. It's all about the Persianode. Persianode is ridiculous. It's way too difficult to pull out because it only goes to Aleppo. And Aleppo's never somewhere you really.
What is Aleppo?
What?
What is Aleppo?
Aleppo.
Aleppo.
Aleppo
that's
is next to Antioch.
That's a nice meme, Shigs.
I don't know the name myself.
Can you just tell me what Aleppo is?
It's
Just kick him from the podcaster channel.
a dated meme. Oh, other things to say. Pasai fucking died this session.
Oh, but he left. I thought. Oh,
Yeah, Pasai was a player. They left because he died.
Oh, I see. Oh, and Majapahit is actually becoming really strong right now.
Yeah, so at the start of session 1, Brunei, Majapahit, and Pasai were all allied. And now the war was Majapahit, Brunei, and Ayutthaya against Pasai and Bengal. As you can see, Pasai lost. Pasai then declared a reconquest, a truce break reconquest, when the Pasayan separatists rose up. And he tried to fight it out, but he fucked up his blockading, and so I thought I could just walk in and kill him.
Yeah, just look at them. And apparently, Pasai didn't actually colonize anything, which means that Majapahit is going to colonize all of Australia. And
yeah, I think Pasai did have some colonies, but I don't know. Majapahit is going for, it seems, all the little islands like Sulawesi, whereas Brunei is going for the Philippines.
Well, Majapahit and Brunei got no military ideas and their national ideas, so yeah, they are pretty... anyone with a better fleet can conquer them later on.
Yeah, but there aren't many with those.
Maybe, I don't know, like...
Shigs, you have to not be killed by Xerius to make it there, you know?
Like, Shigs and I made an agreement. He takes all of the east until Timurids, and I take the rest, so India and China. So you should prepare for
the treaty of...
Is that so?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Electric Boogaloo.
Well, I'll meet you in the Inland Sea, I guess, guys.
Yep.
Galley combat ability plus 15% naval leader maneuver.
Yeah, just wait for those galleys and open seas.
Yeah, what open seas? Yeah, man, land in China. All those open seas, they definitely exist.
I'll land in Siberia and march down.
Exactly. Harris is just a pawn. He's going to die to us, so he can...
Okay, sure. Sure, yeah.
You're gonna wait for the master plan.
I'm not seeing much Muscovite colonization yet, but...
Yeah, he's gonna colonize Western Europe, I think.
Can we check on Golden Horde, by the way?
I get the feeling he is going for colonization of Western Europe, to be honest.
Can we check on Golden Horde? Was he a player today?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Dovahkiin was here, yeah, so he must have been at least...
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
He took 3 loans.
Well, I am interested by something, because he's got no allies.
Yeah, I think he's the next to die to Moscow.
He's got a truce with Sassanids, but he can't go and reform Golden Horde, so he can't get the really good ideas. I guess he could go east into, like, Chagatai and Uzbek, but...
Nah, I think he's probably... Yeah, look at this. He's losing 2 ducats per month. He lost a lot of his manpower somehow. But he's winning against Kazan, so that's something. He's going to get all of this, basically.
Yeah, he could take Kazan out pretty soon. But look at those mostly infantry armies on Great Horde there. That's not a good look.
But then Muscovy can actually march in, and that's when the fun starts.
Yeah, I mean, Great Horde's just not got anything. Yeah, he's got 18k, but it's mostly infantry. He's got 16 infantry and 2 cav. That's not how you play a Horde. Yeah, he's playing like he's in Western Europe, if he's even there.
No, he's not playing like he's in Western Europe. He's playing like he's in America.
Oh, right. So it's native. AI. Oh, okay. It was an AI for the end of the session. All right. Well, they are successfully killing Kazan for you.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty good. Although they have a lot of their provinces siege, apparently they should win. They have like 86% war score.
Yeah, I mean, the siege here is on 49% chance to win. The only problem is you've got Great Horde tribes, Nogai separatists, and Circassian separatists very soon.
All right. So does anyone else have anything else to talk about? We can start wrapping up the podcast, I think, and maybe make. I think
there's an opportunity to talk about what we think is going to happen in the future, right? So, do you think France or Burgundy is going to win this one?
Even if France wins, they have so many loans. They have like 13 loans, so they're going to be neutralized for a while until they can regain all of their money back?
You know, I think France might actually lose.
Yeah, especially, I don't know, like, depends on the
because France itself is fine, yeah, but England's about to fall apart, yeah. They've got a massive list of rebels popping off. England can't afford to be losing these Norwegian provinces again, yeah, because these are centres of trade. These are Lubeck trade, North Sea centres, yeah, so you can steer it into English Channel better. So these are really important provinces to have. But he's going to be losing some of these soon, yeah.
Yes, and to be honest, I think Vystral, if he tried to win this, or if he just tried to drag down people into the into his oblivion, he succeeded. Like
England again here,
all of Western Europe except Castile and Portugal is now pretty much fucked.
Because I'm seeing here we've got 80% Waldensian heretics, 80% Dutch separatists. Yeah, this is I have to scroll to get through this list of rebels. When these fire, England's going to be in right up the shitter. They haven't even got the army to beat their own peasants right now. Yeah, what are they going to do? Accept demands of those peasants?
Yeah,
they could.
They died for no reason. Basically, they died for France, although they wouldn't gain anything.
This is a massive mistake on their part. Yeah, I don't see why they're doing this. England needs to get out of this war, sort out their internal shit, and just sit there for a bit. Instead, they're trying to do. I remember a couple of seasons ago, I played England. Yeah, he's trying to get the stuff that I was getting far later on now, and it's just causing aggro. It's just causing trouble for himself.
I would comment on this, but we're moving into Diplo territory, and some of it is state secret.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I have no idea what the Diplo is. England needs to get the fuck out of this. Switzerland is hanging on the edge here, yeah, because they have got separatists. They're right on the front line, yeah. If you guys turned around and focused him, he'd be in a right up the shitter. Now, because he's got the mountain forts and all this sort of stuff, he's safe right now. But if you could block France off by putting a line of guys. I guess France is probably holding out for Milan to come back. Yeah, Bernie's going to come back and save him.
Well, Milan was pieced out, so I don't think he can
join the war again.
All right, then no, Milan can't come and save him.
Yeah.
The problem for Switzerland is this diplomatic situation. Like, look what happens if France loses. If
Swiss is dead.
Milan can't change the war. He's pretty much diplomatically isolated and will for sure die.
So to be honest, England's about to blow up. Switzerland has to keep in with France to the end of the earth, otherwise they're just going to get partitioned. Yeah. So it's France and Switzerland. Who else is going to stay with them? Fucking Livonian Order. Livonian Order might as well not be here. Yeah, they're just FK. They haven't even got their maintenance up.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's my analysis too. That for France to for their line to break, it just needs a little push.
Yeah, and you guys, you're multiple nations, you're more nations. That always has a bit of an advantage, yeah, because you've got multiple manpower pools, you've got multiple money pools.
Yeah.
So you're all sitting here, you're ready to go. Venice is coming in. Venice is doing hugely well right now. You've got all these decent nations, decent armies. France can't keep this up forever, yeah? They've got these monster troops, but they just can't.
Look how well the Italians are doing in general. Like, they're rich, and they can fire up full of mercenaries.
Yeah. So I think I don't think France is going to be not England even. Company can be a bit autistic, so who knows? But if you can get him out of the war and get him to stop paying 13 ducats a month to France isn't going to be able to last much longer.
That is certainly possible.
Yes. Like, all this to me at least doesn't make sense. Company could have done all of this with Vystral, and he could have gotten a lot of French land instead of just giving it up and just becoming a French vassal and giving him money and stuff like that.
Because 13 ducats and subs, yeah, I just wouldn't do it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Well, not when you're blowing up yourself.
Anyway,
right?
so yeah.
England needs to accept right now that he cannot hold the gains that he's made. Yeah, he's not popular enough to do it. When I was England before and I had these things, I also had careful alliances. No one wanted to come and fight me because I had my own alliance block. Yeah, but this is not what Company has. Company is under France's shadow, and no one wants to ally France. They're fucking France. The same as the Ottomans. Yeah.
No, it's not just this. Xerxes has actually been threatening everyone and their mum.
You're serious? He's shit at Diplo.
Yeah, like he said, like he talked shit to me. He said, I want all of the Caribbean and then Mexico. And I said, dude, you're not a superpower. And I said, you can have the Caribbean like at most. And then he said, yeah, all right, okay. Like then he threatened the Italians. Then he threatened Shigs. Then he threatened, I don't know, like probably everyone. I think.
It's just a huge mistake on his part.
Yeah,
But
in France, you want to lay low. You don't want to say, "Look how powerful I am," because when you say that, you're gonna get a huge coalition up your ass.
Difficult because you got to strike the middle line. On one end, you end up like Edie, absolutely useless, AFK, laughing stock, and eventually you get defeated by fucking England. Yeah. And then on the other hand, you go completely mental, and now you're fighting pretty much everyone in almost all the HRE and Italy. Yeah. The only thing that could go worse for him right now is if you and Shigs attack him in the ass. Which, to be honest, you should do.
Don't add ideas, dude. I don't know. You should tell Shigs that because Shigs is a good boy. He said he wants. I don't know.
I was holding him back.
Shigs, I'm sitting here looking. France has fallen apart. If they suddenly see the Bong, Castile, Portugal. You call it Algeria, there you go, attacking France. You think England's going to accept that call to arms? Yeah. You think fucking Livonian Order's going to accept that call to arms? Switzerland's going to accept that call to arms?
Obviously.
Milan will. Milan AI, mine. If Berlin comes back, maybe not. Yeah.
Well,
fucking Munster. AI Munster's your main enemy here, yeah?
Stop speaking to me, devil.
I am convinced at this point that Xerxes put like his younger brothers to play these nations to die for him, so he could like get all the glory. I don't know.
Meanwhile, if I look over to Eastern Europe, I see all I can see in the future here is heresy steamrolling everything. Poland. He's obviously going to eat up Poland. He's already got Galicia, Volhynia. He's already got Moldavia, yeah. So he's already on the border with Hungary. He's already on the border with Ottos, yeah.
It's like
of course Heresy's going to attack the fucking Ottos. How it's obviously going to happen.
Hungary is basically fucked because of shit economy. Ottomans is a girl who just lost so much manpower against me, like against me.
I mean,
Poland is dead, and BK is the only one who can keep him.
No, Ottomans actually have
some of them aren't very high
manpower. 45k actually. So she's at a pretty good position, but still she has no maintenance, and yeah, she's not training her armies. Only one.
I think the only problem that Heresy has here is that if he goes and attacks the Ottos, he triggers Finn's entire autism network. Yeah. Because when you attack the Ottos, you're attacking Sinseal's ally. Yeah, and so he's going to start crying in chat, and so all of his allies are then going to come and rescue whoever he's asked them to come and rescue. Yeah.
Have you noticed that the Mamluks are the richest on the planet right now?
Yeah, Mamluks are doing incredibly well because Ottomans haven't killed them. Killing them, yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
Mamluks can just sit pretty. They've managed to eat up all this. Have they come and killed Ethiopia, or did they just get all this stuff? Well, they allied to Ethiopia. They're allied to Ethiopia. Then they obviously agreed on these borders.
Yeah, and Mamluks actually look to be a really decent player. And I wanted to say that Poland actually was a sub, and like the sub actually held Muscovy for a long time. Like
I think he went like full nation ruin to do it, but yeah, it's not easy when you're on your own. You're subbing for a nation that was a sub last session, so it's 2 subs in a row. No continuity. People don't like working with subs as much unless they know the sub, like if it's EPR or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually, to me at least, seemed like a pretty good player. He gave, I think, Heresy a run for his money.
Oh, fair enough.
Heresy was crying.
Heresy was crying about dice rolls or something. And
when
then,
Heresy isn't crying, though, that's the question.
You know, sometimes the dice rolls aren't on your side. I mean, I lost some battles against Usagi because I didn't have the dice rolls, but then later on in the war, I'm sitting there rolling 9s and he's rolling 0s. So the dice rolls go both ways.
Alright, so at least in my opinion, Western Africa will soon be green, except from Congo, which is my best friend. And then...
Has he converted to Catholic yet? He hasn't, no.
No, he didn't want to take the stab hits and stuff.
He should. It's fetishist. If you don't expand really hard, fetishist is a bit shit, really.
Yeah.
The only thing it's good for is not having rebels. because you can take the +2 tolerance thing, and then you have +5 tolerance or some shit.
He was about to have a war with Mutapa, so I think that's why he didn't do it, but I'm not exactly sure.
And then Mutapa got murdered. Mutapa is sitting on Miltech 7, though. That's not bad.
Yeah,
he's a really good ruler, but he's got 227 as his tech.
Yeah, but Rabuzi just got completely steamrolled, actually. So yeah,
it's nothing you can do. The problem with Mutapa early, you've got all the money, you have the quantity, but your troops are just useless. And troops do actually have a good troop type, but I don't think they've got it yet.
Yeah. What's the tag for Yemen? YEM? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Because South Africa warrior. Yeah. So at Miltech 5, I think Africa has some of the best troop types in the game.
Why?
I don't know why.
Yeah, only early.
Because if you look in Tech 5, they've got South African warrior. Yeah, that's 2 offensive and 1 defensive on shock and morale. Now that might not mean very much, but this is phenomenal. These are some of the best. I think these are the best troop types in the game in Tech 5. Maybe the Ottoman ones are better.
Hold up just a second. So you're saying right now that we were kings? Is this what you're trying to convey?
Hold up, nigga. Oh shit.
If I go to your troop types real quick, if I go to your troop types, Zeus, and you take the Gallagher infantry, because those are the offensive ones, you've got 3 pips. Yeah?
Yeah.
3 pips. You've got 1 in offensive shock and 2 in offensive morale. The Africans have got more than that in both
Holy
areas.
Fuck.
They've got 2 in offensive shock, 1 in defensive shock, and 2 in offensive morale, and 1 in defensive morale. So they've got exactly double the pips that you have in all the right places.
I think Johan's wife's son will be proud.
That's what she said. Sorry, I was too late.
By the way, the second best troops in the world are actually Moldavian. They have 5.2 morale, 110% discipline.
They must have some kind of fucking event or some shit.
The only problem the Africans have
is they have
their Tech 30 troops are absolutely wank.
They have the last jousting tournament right now, and they finished defensive. It's no
yeah, so that's actually pretty good.
That's incredible.
Jesus. All right, so in China, what do you think will happen in the future?
Well, if you see this bit in the south, right, where
what?
You notice there's a big Diviate tendril going into the south of China, yeah? Which Shu has permanent claims over all of it. Yeah, okay, I don't think you need... And Diviate, their old ally, Ayathia, broke alliance with them.
No. Why?
Thinking. I wonder what could possibly be about to happen. Who's this?
Also, $10 say that Wu will form Japan, in my opinion.
I have to check who Japan ideas. I'm considering it, but
it looks a little rough for Diviate right now. I will admit.
Yeah, Diviate hasn't got many friends right now, but
he's got Brunei.
A decent player.
Yeah, notice that Duke is decent, but he was losing to AI earlier in the game. However, I gotta say, a little harsh, but some of the new players we have in Asia aren't perhaps the best I've ever seen.
Stop it.
I've seen a lot of mistakes, but...
Well, it's stuff like the not knowing... Yeah, it's simple stuff, right? They don't know certain facts about the game. Yeah.
I think it's also like, I remember when I started playing multiplayer, you make all the rookie mistakes that you thought you were done 1,000 hours, right? Because you have to deal with the intensity of like not controlling the speed and keeping track on what everyone else is doing, and like don't you feel that affects your play and how you like do things, that you don't really have a break, especially when things get hectic?
Yeah, I think it is difficult for some of the new guys, but some of them are doing well. And
you have don't you still make small mistakes?
Sometimes, but it's the overall thing that is going on. Yeah. So you can still the rookie mistake. So you look at the provinces. You take some provinces. What's the first thing you do? You take a new province. Lower that autonomy. Yeah. No, but these guys, they raise the autonomy straight away because they don't want the rebels.
Yeah,
They don't want the rebels.
I know what you mean. Like, or you like one of the things you forget is now you can pull manpower out of professionalism, or you are in the age of discovery, but you don't use your war taxes or like stuff like that.
So they're raising with the autonomy. So at the start of this session, Shu had like 40 less dev than me, but they had a force limit of 15, and I had a force limit of 30.
Yeah,
And raised their autonomy in all their provinces.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, so it's the same in Han. It was the same in South, same in Qing. Yeah, Korea was doing fine because they haven't got any provinces. And it's little things like this that really add up. Now, of course, all their autonomy is catching up, so there's no problem there. But if I'd have gone on the real war path and gone and attacked these guys, and if Dali was a player and I'd gone, hey Dali, let's ally, I want to kill these guys, me and Dali could steamroll them, yeah.
Guys,
it makes a huge difference, like the balance rebels.
Guys, ask Zeus how he got Tangiers.
Alright, so basically, Shigs didn't do shit, and I took it upon myself to declare war on Morocco. Once I declare war on Morocco, Mamluks, the Ottomans, Sassanids, and Timurids joined their side. It was just me and 5k Portuguese just killing 100k. No, but seriously.
That sounds like the first fan art I want to see.
Ottomans on his own, and he actually managed to beat them. And Morocco unconditionally surrendered, and the Ottomans white-peaced. He actually did pretty good. And after of 3 hours of me telling him, "Can I have Tangiers, please?" he actually gave it to me, the madman.
Yeah, but I fucked it up.
Yes, because he didn't. Instead of giving it to me during the war, and because I had the mission that gives me 200 administrative power, he actually took all of it because he's fucking autistic and impatient, and I lost my mission. So yeah, this is what happened. And this is why when the next session starts, I'll know CB him. I think this will be a good retribution.
Rip me.
Just to teach him a lesson, I guess.
Yeah, no. Wait for him to do declare on France. Yeah, wait for him to declare on France. Decline that courtois, ally France. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I think I should ally England because he's doing so good, and maybe.
Oh yeah. Well, think about it. Portugal and England, traditional allies.
No, thing is, if I attack Castile, then England should give me the 13 ducats that he's giving France.
I think so too. Actually, I think so too. I think those 13 ducats is firstly half my income. That's incredible that he's just casually subbing that out, despite the fact I've got fucking 200 more dev than him or something. Oh dear.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. But then if you go to Mexico, oh shit, Mexico died. Oh no, what did you do? Oh no, Shigs.
Mexico seems to be slowly getting eaten. So Shigs, this is what you have to do. Okay. So
oh, look at this. Poor Dan.
First thing first. You need to take one of these guys as a vassal with Maya or Shamshir. Fully feed them all of this, westernize them, and then release and play as vassal, okay? This is what you've got to do, Shigs.
Okay, coach.